Dear students, today we will solve exercise 2.1 from this chapter trigonometry 1. Okay, for that we will see some basic concepts which we have studied in your earlier standard. In your earlier standard, you have studied three basic identities and that are called fundamental identities. That is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. We will see in brief how this we have got. Okay. For that we will consider standard circle. What is mean by standard circle? If center of a circle is at origin, then it is called standard circle. Let pxy be any point on the circumference of circle. Let its coordinate be xy. Then join this OP. This OP is nothing but a radius of circle. If we consider radius of circle R, then this OP is nothing but R. Now you draw perpendicular from this point P on x-axis. And if we draw perpendicular, then this is the angle of 90 degree. This OPM is a right angle triangle. And if this major angle XOP is theta, let major angle XOP be theta. Okay. Then this OM is nothing but x coordinate of point P. This PM is nothing but y coordinate of point P. And this OP is a radius. Now by Pythagoras theorem, OPM is right angle triangle. There we will get x square plus y square is equal to r square. And suppose this is your equation 1. Now, if we consider standard circle, then sin theta is nothing but y by r, cos theta x by r, tan theta y by x, cos theta x by y, cosec theta r by y, and sec theta r by x. Now, we will divide this equation by r square. Then we will get x square divided by r square plus y square divided by r square is equal to 1. Then you keep the value of x by r. What is x by r? That is nothing but cos theta. We will get cos square theta here. And this y by r is nothing but sin theta. Therefore, sin square theta is equal to 1. And in this way, we will get first identity. Now, if I divide equation 1 by x square, what we will get here? X square divided by x square 1. This is y square divided by x square is equal to r square divided by x square. Now, what is the value of y by x? That is tan. And r by x is what? That is sec. And in this way, we will get the second identity. Then you divide equation by y square. We will get x square divided by y square plus 1 is equal to r square divided by y square. And what is this x by y? That is cot. Therefore, cot square theta plus 1 is equal to cosec square theta. And in this way, we have got the third identity. Now, which I have written in rectangular box that we have to remember as a formula. This is your first identity. This is your second identity. And this is your third identity. If you know these three identity, then you are able to solve the problems on trigonometry. Again, to find the radius, you have to remember this formula. X square plus y square is equal to r square. And now if it is standard unit circle, then this equation will be get reduced as x square plus y square is equal to 1. If radius is 1, then this becomes x square plus y square is equal to 1, and these functions simply sin theta y, cos theta x, and like that. Okay. Again, if you remember these signs of trigonometric functions, we know that this is first, second, third, fourth quadrant. In first quadrant, all functions are positive. In second quadrant, sin and its reciprocal cosec is positive. In third quadrant, tan and its reciprocal cot is positive. And in fourth quadrant, cos and its reciprocal sec is positive. And what we have to need? And we also need this table. If you know the values of sin, cos, tan from 0 to 360 degree, or instead of this, you remember only 0 to 360 values of sin, cos, tan, and you take reciprocal, and then we will get the values of remaining three trigonometric functions. Okay, students, if you know the fundamental identities, signs of trigonometric functions in different quadrant, and this table 0 to 360 degree, then it is very easy to solve the problems in the exercise. Okay, let's start solve the exercise. Now see, In the exercise, first question is find the trigonometric functions of, and some angles are given 30, 45, 60 degree, all that. For solution of all these angles, you see my YouTube video which is I have sent earlier, that is part 2, 3 and 4 on this chapter. You will get the solution of all angles there. Now we will start question 2 here. What is question 2? State signs of. Here we have to state the signs of trigonometric functions, that is either it is positive or negative. For that we will need this. Okay. Now see, you draw the rough diagram, draw x-axis, y-axis, and you know that here is 0 degree and here 90 degree, here is 180 and here is 270 degree. Now 380 degree means where? 380 degree means this is 360, and if I add 20 degree more to 360, then I will get 380, means angle will be somewhere here. This is the angle of 380 degree, and where it lies? It lies in first quadrant. Therefore you write down 380 degree lies in first quadrant, and we know that in first quadrant all the trigonometric functions are positive. Therefore tan 380 degree is positive. Then we will find the second. See here, cot 230 degree. Again you draw the rough diagram. 230 means start rotating 180. If I add 50 to 180, then I will get here. Here will be the angle 230 degree. And where it lies? It lies in third quadrant. You write down 230 degree lies in third quadrant. And see, in third quadrant, tan and its reciprocal cot will be positive. Therefore, cot 230 degree is positive. As the angle lies in third quadrant, and in third quadrant cot is positive, therefore cot 230 will be positive. Then we will find the third, that is sec 468 degree. Again you draw the rough diagram. After one complete rotation, here is 360 degree. Angle is positive, rotate anti-clockwise direction, here is 360. In the 360 degree, if I add 108 degree, then I will get the angle of 460. Okay, here is the 90, then 108 means somewhere here. This is the angle of 468 degree. You write down 468 degree lies in second quadrant. And see, in second quadrant, sine and its reciprocal cosec will be positive and remaining trigonometric functions will be negative. Therefore, sec 460 degree is negative. Means if you know this formula, all sine, tan, cos, then it is very easy. For that, you locate that angle in that respective quadrant. See in that respective quadrant which function is positive or negative according to this rule, all sine, tan, cos, and you write down the sign of that trigonometric functions. Okay students, isn't it easy? You write down this in your notebook. Then let's see the next question. Now what is question 3? State the signs of cos 4 radians and cos 4 degree. Which of these functions is greater? Here we have to write signs of these functions and also which function is greater. Either cos 4 radians is greater or cos 4 degree is greater. Okay. First we will find the signs of these functions. Now see here, one of the angle is given in degree and other angle is given in radians. To check the greaterness, both angles should be either in degree or radians. We will convert this angle 4 radians into degree, and we know that 1 radian is equivalent to 180 divided by pi degree. Okay, I will multiply this 4 by 180 by pi, then I will get this angle into degree. And how much degree it is? If I calculate, this is 229.09 degree. You calculate this. After calculation, this will be 229.09 degree. Now see, both the angles are positive here. Cos 4 degree means in the first quadrant, and in first quadrant all the functions are positive. Okay, therefore this will be positive. You write down as 4 degree lies in first quadrant. Therefore this cos 4 degree is positive because in first quadrant all the trigonometric functions are positive. Now this 229.09 degree lies in which quadrant? See here. Here is 0 degree, here is 180 degree, here is 270 degree. Okay, here is 90 degree. 229 means in third quadrant. Okay, lies in third quadrant. And we know that all sine, tan, cos in third quadrant, cos is negative. Therefore, cos 4 radians. This is equivalent to 4 radians is negative. Now this angle is positive and this angle is negative. Which will be greater than? Positive angle will be obviously greater than this will be 1 and this will be your 2. You write down from 1 and 2. Cos 4 degree is greater than cos 4 radians. Okay. Cos 4 degree will be greater than 4 radians because this is positive and this is negative value and this will be greater than. Okay students. Is the point clear to you? Why cos 4 degree greater than? Because this is positive value and this is negative value. Therefore, cos 4 degree is greater than. Though the 4 radians means 229.09 degree, it is greater than 4 degree. But it lies in third quadrant. Therefore, value of cos 4 degree is greater than this. Okay. Then we will solve the next problem. Now what is the fourth question? State the quadrant in which theta lies. See, for that we will draw the rough diagram. Sin theta less than 0. Sin theta less than 0 means what? Sin theta is negative and we know that this formula all sin, tan, cos. Sin theta is less than 0 means sin theta is negative, and where sin theta is negative we will use this. Sin theta is negative in which quadrant? In this quadrant. Sin theta is negative. Now what is next given? Here tan theta greater than 0. Tan theta greater than 0 means tan theta positive. Where tan theta is positive? In first and third quadrant tan theta is positive. Means this. Now what is the area common to both these angles? Sin theta 0 and tan theta greater than 0. What is the region common to both these trigonometric functions? Third quadrant. Therefore, you write down theta lies in third quadrant. If you draw the rough diagram like this, then it is very easy to determine the quadrant. As sine is negative and tan is positive, therefore theta will lies in third quadrant. If you know this concept, then it is very easy to determine the quadrant. Okay, let's see the next. What is the next given here? Cos theta less than 0 and tan theta greater than 0. Again you draw the rough diagram here. Then see here, cos theta less than 0 means cos theta negative. See again, where cos theta is negative? In first quadrant and fourth quadrant cos theta is positive. Means cos theta will be negative in second and third quadrant. This will be. Okay. Now what is the next function? Tan theta greater than 0 means tan theta positive. Where tan theta is positive? Tan theta in first and third quadrant is positive. You shade this region. Now what is the common region to both these functions? Where red and green line comes in third quadrant. Therefore you write down theta lies in third quadrant. In this way, if you draw the rough diagram and if you know this concept, then very easy to determine the quadrant where theta lies. Okay students, isn't it easy? Are you enjoying the mathematics? Then let's see the next problem. Now what is given here? Evaluate each of the following. If we know this table of trigonometric functions from 0 to 360 degree, then it is very easy to evaluate such type of problems. In such type of problems, you first write down the left hand side, that is in the solution you write down problem as it is sin 30 plus cos 45 plus tan 180 degree. Then from this table you write down the value. Sin 30 is half, then cos 45 is 1 by root 2, tan 180 is 0. Then it is very simple. Here you write down half as it is. Then for this 1 by root 2 you divide multiply by root 2. After simplification, here root 2 will be 2. And it is very easy to take the LCM. This is nothing but 1 plus root 2 divided by 2. In this way it is very easy to solve the problem. For next problem, again you write down in the solution cosec 45 degree, cot 45 degree and tan 0 degree as it is. Either you remember this whole table which you have written in your formula notebook, or simply you take the reciprocal. Now what is sin 45? 1 by root 2. Then value of cosec 45 will be simply root 2. Then take the value of cot 45. Cot 45 means reciprocal of tan, that will be 1. And here is tan 0 degree. And what is value of tan 0? That is 0. Means answer is simply root 2 plus 1. Okay. Then we will proceed to third. You write down sin 30 into cos 45 into tan 360 degree. Okay. Now you put the value of sin 30. What is sin 30? 1 by 2. Then cos 45. Cos 45 is 1 upon root 2 and tan 360 is nothing but 0. And if there is 0 in the multiplication of any number, value of that function will be 0. In this way, if you know the table of trigonometric functions from 0 to 360 degree, then it is very easy to find all these values. You remember only values of sine and cos. For values of tan, you take sine divided by cos, you will get the value of tan. And if you know sine, cos, tan, then take reciprocals of that, you will get the values of remaining three trigonometric functions. Okay students, isn't it easy? Okay, let's proceed to next problem. Now see the next problem. Find all trigonometric functions of an angle in standard position whose terminal arm passes through point 3 minus 4. In the solution, you write down, let this point be P, which have coordinate 3 minus 4. Now what is given here? 3 minus 4 means x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is minus 4. Okay. Now here we have seen the formula in the beginning, that is x square plus y square is equal to r square. Using this formula we will find out the value of r. Okay. Now write down here r square is equal to value of x 3 square plus minus 4 square, and this will be 9 plus 16, that is 25. And take the square root, I will get value of r 5. Taking square root, you take always positive value because r is radius and it is never negative. Therefore, you always take the positive value when taking square root of r. Okay. Now, what is the six trigonometric functions in terms of standard circle? We know that sin theta is y by r, cos theta is x by r, tan theta is y by x, then cot theta is x by y, cosec theta is r by y, and sec theta is r upon x. We will use this formula to find the values. Here you write down as radius positive. Okay. Now you keep the value of y and r here. If I keep the value of y is minus 4, value of r is 5. Then cos theta will be 3 divided by 5. Tan theta will be y by x, that is minus 4 divided by 3. Cot theta will be x divided by y, that is 3 divided by minus 4. This is 5 divided by minus 4, and this will be 5 divided by 3. In this way, if we know this formula, then it is very easy to find the six trigonometric functions. Using this formula, you find out r, x and y is already given. Using this formula, you find the six trigonometric functions. Instead of point 3 minus 4, if the point is given 5, 12, then in the same way, you calculate the value of r and find out the six trigonometric functions. Isn't it easy? Okay, then proceed to next problem. Now what is given here? Cos theta is 12 by 13 and theta lies in first quadrant, and we have to find the value. Cos theta is given and we only need sin theta and tan theta. We will find only these trigonometric functions. Okay students? Then in the solution, you write down cos theta is equal to 12 by 13. We know the first identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. We will use this property to find the value of sin theta. Now from this property, sin square theta means what? 1 minus cos square theta. You keep the value of cos theta, that is 12 by 13, its square 144 divided by 169. After simplification, this will be 25 divided by 169. Then what will be sin theta? Here sin theta will be plus minus 5 by 13. But see here, as theta lies in first quadrant, you write down in the first quadrant all the 6 trigonometric functions are positive. Therefore, value of sin theta will be positive. Okay. Now we have got here sin theta. We know cos theta. Then what will be tan theta? Tan theta means sin theta divided by cos theta. You keep the value of sin theta 5 by 13. Keep the value of cos theta 12 divided by 13 and I will get tan theta 5 by 12. Okay. Then you write down this function sin square theta minus cos square theta divided by 2 sin theta cos theta. Now keep the values of respective functions. Sin square theta is what? Sin square theta means 25 divided by 169. Cos square theta means 144 divided by 169. This is minus here. Okay. And here 2 times sin theta 5 by 30. Cos theta 12 divided by 30. Now simplify this. This is minus 119 divided by 169 and this will be 5 into 2 10. 10 into 12, that is 120. 120 divided by 169. And this 169 will get cancelled and we will get simply minus 119 divided by 120. Okay. Then we will find the second 1 upon tan square theta. Then keep the value of tan square theta. What is that? Tan theta is 5 by 12. Its square 25 divided by 144. And it will be simply 144 divided by 25. Such type of problems are very easy. One of the trigonometric function is given. Using trigonometric identity, we have to find the second function. While taking the square root, you see the quadrant in which theta lies, and according to that, you take the sign of that trigonometric functions and find out the remaining trigonometric functions. Okay, students, let's see the next problem. Using table, evaluate the following. Again, very simple problem. See here, we will use this table to find the values. You write down this function as it is, what is given. Now from the table, what is the value of cot 45? Cot 45 is reciprocal of tan 45. Value of tan 45 is 1, therefore value of cot 45 will be also 1. Then minus sec square 60. Sec is reciprocal of cos. Value of cos 60 is half. Therefore, value of sec 60 will be 2 and its square. Then value of sin 30. Sin 30 is half. Then what will be after simplification? This is 4 minus 4 plus half. And this 4 will get cancelled and we will get simply half. Okay, student. If you know the table, then it is very easy. Then for the next problem, you write down this problem as it is. Now keep the value of cos 0. What is the value of cos 0 from the table? It is 1. That is 1 square. Pi by 6. Pi by 6 means what? 30 degree. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. It's square. Then cos pi by 3. That is 60 degree. It is half. Half square. And pi by 2 means 90 and value of cos 90 is 0. Then you take the square. This is 3 by 4. This is 1 upon 4 and this will be 0. Now I will keep this 1 as it is and I will take these 2 in the bracket. And what will be this? This is nothing but 1 plus, if I take the LCM, this will be 3 plus 1 by 4. That is 1 plus 4 divided by 4. Okay? And 4 divided by 4 means simply what? And value will be 2. Isn't it easy? If you know the trigonometric table of 0 to 360 degree, then it is very easy to solve such type of problems, and such type of problems will be asked in the exam for 2 marks. Okay, students, let's see the next. Find the other trigonometric functions if one of the trigonometric function is given. See here, cos theta is minus 3 by 5 and theta lies in third quadrant, and we have to find remaining 5 trigonometric functions. First, using first identity, we will find the sin square theta. And we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Means sin square theta will be 1 minus cos square theta. Now you keep the value of cos theta, take its square, it will be 9 divided by 25 and this will be 16 divided by 25. Now I have to find the value of sine. Take the square root, it will be plus minus 4 by 5. But see here, theta lies in third quadrant and I know that all silver teacups in the third quadrant or all sine tan cos. In the third quadrant only tan is positive and cot is positive. Remaining functions are negative. Therefore here value of sine will be negative. Therefore you write down directly minus 4 by 5 and write down the reason as theta lies in third quadrant. Why you are taking here minus sign instead of plus minus? You are taking only minus value. Why? Because theta lies in third quadrant and in third quadrant sine theta is negative. In this way we have got sine theta. Okay, then what will be tan theta? Tan theta is simply sine theta divided by cos theta. Keep the value of sine theta minus 4 by 5, value of cos theta minus 3 by 5 and tan theta will be 4 by 3. Now we know cos theta, sin theta, tan theta. You take the reciprocal of these functions, you will get the remaining functions. Now see cosec theta, it is a reciprocal of sine and that will be minus 5 by 4. Sec theta is reciprocal of cos, cos is already given, minus 5 by 3. And cot theta, it is reciprocal of tan, it will be 3 by 4. And see, as theta lies in third quadrant, tan and cot are positive and remaining functions are negative. Okay students, let's proceed to next problem. It is very easy if you know this all sin tan cos. Seg A. From this seg A, I will find first cos A because cos is reciprocal of sec and that will be 7 divided by 25 with minus sign. Okay. Now we will find sine. Again sine square A. If here angle instead of theta A is given, you write down A 1 minus cos square A and this will be 1 minus 49 divided by 625 and it will be 576 divided by 625. Now I will take the square root and see here again using the rule A lies in second quadrant. We know that in second quadrant sign is positive. Therefore for taking square root I will take the positive value. Square root of 576 is 24 divided by 25 and you write down as A lies in second quadrant. Second quadrant means pi by 2 to pi. As A lies in second quadrant. See here A lies in second quadrant. Second quadrant means pi by 2 to pi. Therefore I am taking here positive value. From that I will find tan A. Tan A means sin A divided by cos A. Keep the value of sin A 24 divided by 25. Value of cos A minus 7 divided by 25. It will be minus 24 divided by 7. Okay. In this way we have find out sin and tan. Take the reciprocal of sin. We will get cosec A. Cosec A will be 25 divided by 24. Then cos A we have already find out. Then cot A will be minus 7 divided by 24. In this way all the functions we have find out. Here sine, its reciprocal cosec, tan, its reciprocal cot. Sec is already given and this is cos A. One of the function is given, you have find out all the remaining 5 or not and then proceed to the next problem. Okay students, let's see the next problem. If cot x is equal to 3 by 4 and x lies in third quadrant, we have to find the remaining trigonometric functions. Okay students, we know one of the identity of cot, that is 1 plus cot square x is equal to cosec square x. We will use this identity to find cosec first. Then from this cosec square x, you keep the value of cot, that is 3 by 4. If I take its square, that will be 9 by 16 and this will be 25 divided by 16. Now take the square root and for taking square root again use the property all sin tan cos. Here x lies in third quadrant and in third quadrant only tan and cot is positive, remaining functions are negative. Therefore here you take the negative value 5 by 4 and write down as x lies in third quadrant. Third quadrant means pi to 3 pi by 2. Okay. Now you take the reciprocal of cosec. You will get sine. Sine x will be minus 4 by 5. Take the reciprocal of cot. You will get tan. Then tan x will be 4 by 3. Okay. Then we know that sin x divided by cos x means tan x. Okay. Therefore, for cos x, you write down sin x divided by tan x. Keep the value of sin minus 4 by 5, value of tan 4 by 3, and it will be minus 3 by 5. And you take the reciprocal of cos, you will get sec x, that is minus 5 by 3. In this way, we have find out all the 5 remaining trigonometric functions. See here, cot is already given. Then this is the second function. This is the third. This is the fourth one. This is the fifth one. And this is the sixth one. And see, as x lies in third quadrant, see here tan and its reciprocal cot. It is positive and remaining functions are negative. Okay. Then we will find this last. Here tan is given. Again we will use the property, that is 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square x. In this you keep the value of tan x. This will be 25 divided by 144 and this will be 169 divided by 144. Then you take the square root and see here again x lies in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant cos and its reciprocal sec are positive. Therefore here in the square root you write down positive value 13 divided by 12. And why you are taking positive? You write down the reason, as x lies in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant means 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Okay, as x lies in fourth quadrant, therefore you are taking positive value. You take the reciprocal of sec, you will get cos, and cos will be 12 divided by 13. You take the reciprocal of tan, you will get here cot, that will be minus 12 by 5. Now what remains? Here sin will be remain. Now we know that sin x divided by cos x means what? Tan x. Then you write down here sin x is equal to tan x into cos x. You keep the value of tan x, that is minus 5 by 12, and value of cos x 12 divided by 13, and you will get sin minus 5 divided by 13. You take the reciprocal of sin, you will get cosec, that is minus 13 by 5. And see here, as x lies in fourth quadrant, only cos and sec are positive and remaining trigonometric functions are negative. In this way, if you know this rule, all sin, tan, cos, then it is very easy to determine the sign of trigonometric functions and to find the trigonometric functions. 3 identities you must be familiar with it. Okay student, isn't it easy? In this lecture we have finished our exercise 2.1. Okay, keep watching, keep learning. See you in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.